Fish mistake plastic for food. So do we. Toxic, tiny, invisible, and already on our plates. Dinesh Govender has been fishing on Isipingo Beach in KwaZulu-Natal for over 27 years.
Species that we target commonly shared that's on our south coast here, blacktail, garrick and salmon. But as times are going, it's becoming increasingly scarce to actually target these species because of the pollution that's been experienced.
Finding plastic in a fish's stomach is not unusual. They've been found in nearly 400 species of fish across the globe.
Okay, as you can see, the area is full of microplastic nurdles. Plenty of them.
At Ushaka SeaWorld, South Africa's biggest aquarium, marine biologist Mareka Muson says sea animals often can't tell the difference between food and plastic.
Once it's in the ocean, it's highly likely that a thin layer of algae will grow on it. So then it's sort of like a hidden problem. You know, it looks like food and it smells like food, but because of the little algae layer. And then it accumulates in the sort of the food system where fish would eat the plankton and bigger fish would eat the smaller fish, and it just builds up so that eventually you see it throughout the food chain.
Once microscopic, these particles are called nanoplastics. Scientists are increasingly concerned about them because they're small enough to cross cell membranes and enter living tissue.
We call it translocation of nanoplastics. It hasn't been studied well enough to really understand the consequences and the impact of it. So it's certainly an area where health specialists are focused on, and at the same time reminding ourselves we've got to do something about it.
What plastic has done to marine life is plain to see. At Ushaka's Turtle Rehab Center, the toll is undeniable. Turtles are brought in sick, injured, sometimes dying, after encounters with plastic in the ocean.
So a lot of sea turtles also eat jellyfish, and a floating plastic packet looks a lot like a jellyfish, so it's mistaken identity.
Currently, Ushaka's Turtle Hospital is treating 5 patients. A young leatherback is nearly ready to return to the wild. She arrived underweight with plastic in her gut, but managed to pass it and pull through. Next to her floats a juvenile green turtle, endangered and barely moving. Rescued just days ago, the team feared her system was shutting down. Malini Patha is the lead aquarist.
When she arrived, she was slightly underweight, very lethargic, so that just means that she wasn't moving much, she didn't have much energy. Very little has changed with this animal.
The juvenile green turtle did not survive the night. An autopsy conducted by Dr. Carol Knox revealed a gut blocked with plastic.
And what you can see here, these are the pieces of plastic that came out of the large intestine. But what is more devastating is the hundreds of pieces that were blocking the stomach. So that stomach wasn't emptying at all. So we've got bits of bottle top here, we've got unidentified pieces of plastic, some fishing line.
Back in Isipingo, Dinesh believes plastic pollution and overfishing have already affected his ability to make a living from the sea.
Over the years, we've lost actually a 60% of our total catch.
But with every turtle that recovers, there's hope. Like this hawksbill, now ready for release. Ushaka has rescued and rehabilitated more than 500 turtles.
And it's been phenomenal to see how they thrive. And then we use these stories to create awareness around aiming for a plastic-free ocean. But if you walk around our beaches, you just got to go like, oh, we're failing at this because there's just so much litter in the ocean.
What's happening in the ocean is happening in us. In the next episode, we ask, are we passing this on to our children?